Ah, we're actually like 20 seconds early. You hear the birds? We have birds. What are we doing? Is this Arizona? Oh, it's about to hit noon. February 5th, okay? 2/5. I mean, you know what's up with the thumbnail and the title, right? I'm here, okay? Maybe, we take a minute, see who's going to join us, right? Well, the age isn't on there, huh? 38 years old. You know, we're pretty caught up on trending news, so I like coming with these decodes right here. This is a public stream as well. I have slides. Okay, February 5th, 38 years old. I see that right there. I see that 38 right there. So 38 years old, 39th year of life. All right. Let me do that real quick. 38 years old. Louisiana equals 38. Look at that. 38 years old today. Louisiana has the 38. That I just caught that at the end. I almost missed that. So it's Monday, February 5th. All right. So we got that nice connection. What about just New Orleans? And this stuff is going to hit later, but this 38 thing. Okay. So we get New Orleans. We'll leave it like that, Louisiana, for right now with that 38. So we can start off with that 38-year-old Kevin Gates, right? Born in 86. I see that. I'll bring that up here in a little bit. Let y'all know it's a public stream. Anybody interested in this work here? There it is. Math 2Con 2, and Daily Decodes 81. Coming with the presentation right here. Let me verify volume. Good on volume? Yep, we appear to be good on volume. And you know what? Known for wearing the feather in the hair, right? Does that ring a bell with anything going on right now? All right, anybody who may be watching this later, we know people are listening right now. We don't know what type of people, but that's okay, right? He wears the feather. Let's see if I have, yeah, the feather, right? But we'll hear him explain why he wears the feather. You see the hand sign right here. Okay. Again, it's your birthday, Kevin Gates. Here, let's play this video. And after listening and watching this, you'll see what I'm saying. It's all scripted, all of these stories together.
A lot of people ask me why I wear feathers in my head and what's the significance of it. I'm about to show you right now. These are, I got red tail hawk feathers, I got geese feathers, I got turkey feathers, and they're very, very sacred. This was gifted to my wife by the Great Spirit, the universe, Mother Nature, if that's what you want to call it. And when I was sitting with the elders and the chiefs and the chieftess, and they was telling me about being one with the universe, and they was saying the earth is our mother. The earth has been here long before us, and it'll be here long after we leave. And I started saying that, you know what, the cure to a lot of problems that we have is to go back to the native way. So it's really love, truth, it's peace, it's freedom, and it's justice. It's the when you live by those 5 principles, that's the ancient way. How could you love God and not love his creations?
You heard it. You heard it right there. You heard it. I mean, what keeps hitting? He said that's why he wears the feather. Right? You heard him say chiefs, like commander in chiefs. You know, and that 11/2 on the Super Bowl there. You know, Donald equals 112, but then 211, the 47th prime, right? So we move forward. I'll try to go semi slow here at the same time, not try to bore you. You know, I would like to have some people in here put in work on the slides, you know, and of course I'll run it back regardless. So we're going to look at this American rapper, Kevin Gates, right? I'm just going to pull up another feather. Let's pull up another feather pic real quick. Kevin Gates feather. All right here. There you go. Here, I'll show it right now. All right, so you see the feather right there. All right, so let's go. Interesting because he has the Baton Rouge, New Orleans connection, right? And with the name Gates is interesting. And we hear the term like open the floodgates, right? And we know what happened, right, with the flood and, you know, the Baton Rouge area, New Orleans, with the name Gates. That's interesting. And it makes me think of also with that feather chief thing, right? It just makes me think like Golden Gate Bridge as well. And that's just kind of, you know, um what do they call that? I don't know, is that some kind of symbolism, you know? Some could think that that's a stretch, right? But you heard him say chief and it's his birthday, and we know what's everything's been hitting with the Super Bowl, all of this stuff, right? And this is an Aquarius, the water bearer, right? Yeah, and that's just interesting, you know, Aquarius, the Aquarian, Kevin Gates with the birthday. Okay, Kevin Gilyard or Gilyard. I'm again all these names. Gilyard sounds easier. Better known by his stage name Kevin Gates, is an American rapper and singer born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right after where he was raised. Again, that's just interesting. I guess maybe that's just me being kind of creative. But it's the water bearer, you know, and we have more on that. And it's not just about that. This is what I mix in with my decodes. Okay? And we come with the numbers, of course. Kevin Gates, open the floodgates. You know, and it's sympathy always with any victims, but like I've been deceived by the fake world. So whatever it's gonna take, I'm gonna decode these stories. They're not just gonna put our random stories that say happen to us regular folk. Maybe if it fits the narrative, okay, and sympathy with that. But then again, we want to know about why the world is. I mean, I'm trying to think of other words, you know, FAKESCRIPTED, STAGED, what, the world stage, I don't know. But Again, the water bearer. Aquarius was said to represent a cupbearer or water bearer, which is what its name means in Latin. Aquarius is one of the oldest constellations documented in the historical record, first recorded in the 2nd century by the Greek astronomer Claudius Ptolemy. Okay, so there's, I didn't search for Kevin Gates pics with water. I don't know. This guy portrays himself as like a Mother Nature figure. You heard him say it in the clip. He explained the feathers, right? So I don't know. This guy knows what's going on, I guess, with nature. And there's more stories about that out there, right? Here's just some simple numbers here with this calculator, the alphabet ordinal forwards, and then in reverse, and then you get reduction and reverse reduction right there. Okay, when you run the alphabet, when you reach the 10th and beyond, you just add, like, say J is the 10th letter, add the two together, reduce it to 1, and so on. 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. You just run it both ways like that with the reduction. Look at those. The water bearer, 149, and that's his birthday, which is interesting because it's in reverse, February 5, 1986. You just put that in. Okay, letters are equivalent to numbers. Okay, ABC 1, 2, 3, obviously. And then just these other basic ciphers here, You see the 149 in reverse. Even just water bearer, you get 53, like today, February 5th, and his birthday. And the rest is kind of self-explanatory right there, with the birthday. See that? All right. So we'll move forward here. And it's not going to be all about the birthday, but I just want to knock out some of those points because they do matter, right? Just knock some of that out. So right here, when I put debut studio album for Kevin Gates, this is what popped up right here. And you see release November 24th, 2009. Okay. Now that's 73 days before his birthday. You see that? Water bearer, you get 73. And it's interesting how you get the blue coloring with water. That's just interesting. Not saying that means anything, but, just interesting on the side, right? Okay. And that'll connect more coming up. Now you can add the span right here. Kevin Gates behind enemy lines. You just add the span from the release to the birthday. Today, it's your birthday, 38th birthday. Louisiana equals 38, remember? And look, Kevin equals 74 in reverse. It says your name's Kevin Gates. Open the floodgates. The water bearer, Aquarius, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, sympathy with Hurricane Katrina. I know they can control that, but sympathy as well at the same time, right? But again, we have to bring that up, right? With what's the right term? With respect. So you see Kevin equals 74, and that's the debut right there. I said Kevin Gates debut album, that's what popped up. Okay, and you see the date, right there. Okay, so look at how Kevin, that's reduction. Again, J, 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, reduce it. Next letter 11, next letter 12, next letter 13. You just add the two numbers, reduce it. Kevin 25. Today 2/5, his birthday. I mean, this is fun, y'all. And we're in the outdoors, right? You should be able to hear me. Right? See that? What's BWA? Do I want to know? Probably not. I don't know. I see him. I see him with the red. I know there's some birds right here. I got to be careful, right? 86. Okay. We see that number hit with the 49 and the 23 money thing. I think green equals 49 and 86, and you may get an 86 somewhere else with the cash number. I'm not going to stretch on that 49er thing, but you heard the video. If you didn't hear it, I'm just going to play it again about explaining the feather. And he says Chiefs, and we have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl.
A lot of people ask me why I wear feathers in my head and what's the significance of it. I'm about to show you right now. I got red tail hawk feathers, I got geese feathers, I got turkey feathers, and they're very, very sacred. This was gifted to my wife by the great spirit, the universe, Mother Nature, if that's what you want to call it. And when I was sitting with the elders and the chiefs and the chieftess, and they was telling me about being one with the universe, and they was saying the earth is our mother. The earth has been here long before us, and it'll be here long after we leave. And I started saying that, you know what, the cure to a lot of problems that we have is to go back to the native way. So it's really love, truth, it's peace, it's freedom, and it's justice. When you live by those 5 principles, that's the ancient way. How could you love God and not love his creations?
Well, he's not wrong. Whatever belief you have about where it came from, who the first people were, whatever, that being aside, he's not wrong about what he's saying about getting back to the basics. And maybe that's kind of where the world is right now. Think about it. Everything's kind of, I need to verify if that's the right word. Everything's kind of symbolized through these world events. And I hear somebody's climbing the Chase building here in Phoenix. I don't know if that's a current. Overheard someone listening to that. I don't know if that's live. But if that's Chase, I don't know. If so, that just makes me think, right? Chase Bank, like money. We just did the San Francisco bank robbery with Patty Hearst. She got kidnapped and then joined for the robbery. Anyways, let's get back to this. So Kevin equals 25 in reduction, and that's the birthday. Man, it's nice in Arizona here. Okay? So it's all the same. Okay? From the release behind enemy lines here to the birthday. Well, I guess it's just 10 weeks, 3 days, which is the same. It's the same as one of those. I might have to pull it up on the side now. But I'm going to say 10 weeks, 3 days after. Sometimes I think I clip it wrong and it's a span. But it looks like it's 10 weeks, 3 days, the equivalent here. Right here, the birthday 10 weeks, 3 days after. And my point being, and of that release, right? That's my point. Kevin Jerome Gilyard, 103, right there. See that? I mean, we're just using those 4 ciphers, right? That's it. I mean, and no matter who it is watching, I don't mean any harm by this. My name is Matthew. Okay? Right? It's just the 4 ciphers, and he's 38 today, which is interesting. The 61's going to hit coming up. All right. So let's go back to it. Get this through, right? We move on with our day. And of course, this is my hobby. I'll be back. So we're going to touch on that Aquarius thing again, the water bearer. Okay. Kevin Gates, when you just put February 5, 2024, today's date, you get 109 and 55. And it's kind of like the opposite of those ciphers. You see, in reverse, 109 and 55 Aquarius. Interesting. Look at how even Kevin, you get 61 like February 5th and February 5, 2024 today. Interesting. Even Kevin Gilyard. Yeah, 137 and 65 to match up as well. And notice the 137, the 33rd prime number right here. I'm wondering if somebody was watching and they were just low-key watching, if they would let me know they couldn't hear me. I'm going to say, right? Yeah? Okay, we appear to still be good. We don't get a lot of love over here, okay? We don't get a lot of love over here, right? But we hit on this stuff, you know? This isn't my creation. Apparently I'm not the one they want pushing it, right? So that's what comes with all of this. Okay? So you see the 33rd prime, right? 137 there. Middle name Jerome, 33 in reverse reduction. See that? You know, let's go over here real quick. I see 2 popped in here. I know we have one of the 2, at least one of the 2 is going to be real, right? You know, bots are okay unless you're talking junk, right? So there's Jerome right there. Oops, I hit the wrong. Let me go back up here. Right here. Let's do this, right? So you see that? Right there. You know, run it in reverse. The same thing right there. 33. Okay, he's married to Draca right here. Interesting because it's kind of like Drake. Right? That's interesting right there. I mean, again, the world's ran on these letters and numbers here. But look at how Draca, 96 and 33, same ciphers it looks like, right? As Jerome with the middle name. And again, with that prime number right there, you know, we make connections. Well, we see the connections. We don't make them. And you see that right there. February 96, like Draca and Jerome. Let me break away on that real quick. Yeah. Right here. She's a YouTuber. Current wife, apparently. August 31st. She's born in 86 as well. So she's in her 38th year of life. 38th year of life to sync up with his 38th, you know, age 38 today. And Louisiana equals 38. See that? All right. All right. Let's keep it moving a little bit. Draca. That's interesting, like Drake. And you get Birdman, you know, and the Drake connection. Young Money. And Nicki Minaj has been trending. Right? Minaj, like Mirage. Ain't that a hotel in Vegas where the Super Bowl is? You know? Right? What is it? Monday? A lot of people at work, right? I know some people are on YouTube, though. Right? Where you at, y'all? Draca Haynes. Oh, okay. Let me run that name real quick. Draca Haynes. Let's look at that. That's the original name, huh? Before she hit the world stage. Oh, look, Draca. Oh, yeah, it's the same as Drake. My bad. But that 48 has been hitting massive. I don't think we had 48s yet. Let me do this. Draca Haynes. Let me just match. Oh, I don't think the numbers will pop up over on this laptop, but let me see. 48 like Nicki Minaj. Look at that. And we just mentioned it. And we just mentioned Nicki Minaj and Drake and the connection with Birdman, New Orleans, Kevin Gates with the New Orleans connection, and Nicki Minaj trending. Look at that. Oh, and Fan. that was the Rihanna Meg the Stallion connection decode I did. Fan is right in there. See that? All right. Let's go back over here. Right. Didn't screenshot for no reason. Coming with the pics, the presentation. When they let y'all see this later, they'll probably let some people in at the end, right? It's all good. It's your birthday. We have the decode. Caught up with trending news. I don't know if you ever really could be caught up, but look, so Louisiana, I said these numbers would come back. You see? Right here? Kevin Gilyard, better known by his stage name Kevin Gates, is an American rapper and singer born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The water bearer, both areas affected by Hurricane Katrina. Gates, open the floodgates. Interesting. Interesting, right? You know, Hurricane Katrina and that. Louisiana, 61 like Kevin. 101 like February 5 today and the birthday. And you see the 61 and 61 in the variations of the date when you write it in the calculator here. You see, again, Baton Rouge right there. Move to Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, reverse reduction. 53. His birthday again today, February 5. 53. Water bearer, Aquarius. Water bearer 53. And notice the street names as well. Notice the street names as well. You know, I'll just do this now and then maybe don't have to do it at the end. It's your birthday, Kevin Gates. You know, the explanation on the feather, mentioning the Chiefs, right? And the symbolism. Now I see the three people in here. So I'll just play the clip again and just see if it hits.
A lot of people ask me why I wear feathers in my head and what's the significance of it. I'm about to show you right now. I got red tail hawk feathers, I got geese feathers, I got turkey feathers, and they're very, very sacred. This was gifted to my wife by the Great Spirit, the universe, Mother Nature, if that's what you want to call it. And when I was sitting with the elders and the chiefs and the chieftess, and they was telling me about being one with the universe, and they was saying the earth is our mother. The earth has been here long before us, and it'll be here long after we leave. And I started saying that, you know what, the cure to a lot of problems that we have is to go back to the native way. So it's really love, truth, it's peace, it's freedom, and it's justice. When you live by those 5 principles, that's the ancient way. How could you love God and not love his creations?
And you just got to know how to read it, right? And the Chiefs in the Super Bowl with the feather, right? You know, and like I said, there's probably more to that. We are live. Got that Super Bowl. All right, let's go back over here. Catch back up again. Aquarius, the water sign with the Hurricane Katrina stuff. You know, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, the connection here. You know, water bearer. You see it right there. It says January 20th to February 18th. This lands on his birthday, 2/5. Picks came together real nice there. Catch back up to where I was. and I'll be coming back live again later. Again, I appreciate the one person watching. You don't have to leave a comment, and I appreciate you. As long as you're soaking up the information, okay? It's free knowledge from me to you. I just, need people to see it. The world's ran on numbers, okay? People are matched up, even in your real life. Even in your real life. I don't know. Can I say too much on that? I don't know. Okay, so notice the street too, Buchanan. Okay, look at that right there. Again, we're chilling right here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do you see that? Look at that right there, Buchanan Street, 103, ordinal, to sync up with his name, Kevin Jerome Gilyard, 103, reverse reduction. Look at the sign. Look at that. Buchanan Street and Carolina Street. Carolina's got the 73 like water bearer Aquarius here. Okay? It's your birthday today. Look at that. And you see the 53 like Baton Rouge in February 5. And the 73 and 53 both in water bearer. Look. Open the floodgates. Kevin equals 25. February 5th. And remember, look, that 73 days after the album release, Behind Enemy Lines. You see that? 73 days. His birthday 73 days after that. You see it? With Water Bear 73, Carolina. You see the street. You see the sign right above him. Kind of looks like Busta Rhymes right there. All right, so we went through that quick. That's cool. I was going to look at some stuff on the side, but I see we have nobody in here to join, so I can end it a little quicker, which means I can move on about my day, and I'll still be back later because this is what I do. Right? But it's your birthday, Kevin Gates. We looked at some of the pics right there. It is Monday, huh? Everybody busy at work. I was supposed to work, but ended up with the day off. Kind of looks like a few different characters out there. He explained the feather, and it syncs up with the Chiefs, which is interesting. Very much so. And again, I almost didn't catch that. And he says Chiefs in the video. Right there. The feather. All right. So it's your birthday, Kevin Gates. What's up, Richard? You're just in here right when I'm about to end it. I do have to end it this time, but 34-minute video, run it back with the slides. It's amazing. I appreciate you checking in. Kevin Gates, open the floodgates, right? Baton Rouge, New Orleans. That Hurricane Katrina thing was interesting. Right? And 38 years old, Louisiana equals 38. Check the slides, the presentation. It's your birthday, Kevin, right? It's your birthday, Kevin Gates. Kevin equals 25 as well. Run it back, everybody. Appreciate everybody. It's your birthday, Kevin Gates. February 5th. Until next time.